And hello again, everybody. David Clary, Lee Wexler, along with Stewart Dorman, Christian Rosas Rodriguez, along with Brian Bennett, back in the studios of FM 92.7, FM 94.7. We're getting set for sectional basketball here at the Buck Van Hust Dome, Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett High School. The Oak Ridge High School Wildcats trying to get back to the state tournament, taking on their arch rivals since 1945, the Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett Indians. The place is filling up, and what a magnificent arena they have here at Dobyns-Bennett. It's been about 7 years since we've been up here, but it's always fun to come up here just to look at the sights of this arena. Lee Wexler has joined us here. Lee, you've got more information about tonight's game.
We'd like to welcome everyone to the Buck Van Hust Dome at Dobyns-Bennett High School in Kingsport, Tennessee, where tonight two old rivals will battle to see who will play at the state basketball tournament at MTSU in Murfreesboro. Oak Ridge and Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett have both reached the TSSAA Sweet 16, which will be carved in half after tonight. The winners will play a predetermined foe on Thursday, March 18th at 7 o'clock Central Time against the winner of tonight's Siegel and Warren County game being played tonight at Siegel High School in Murfreesboro. Siegel, by the way, is coached by former Oak Ridge assistant Coach Dyer and Birdwell. Oak Ridge has reached this game as the runner-up to Bearden at the Region 2 tournament after beating West and Maryville to reach the finals. Bearden won the Region 2 title last Thursday night at Oak Ridge 55-52. Dobyns-Bennett is the Region 1 champion, having defeated Jefferson County here in the Dome 64-53. The Indians of Dobyns-Bennett defeated Morristown East and South Doyle to reach the finals, and they have also won the District 1 title, while Oak Ridge has won the District 3 title. Jefferson County, as we mentioned, lost to Dobyns-Bennett last Thursday. They get the honor of traveling to Bearden tonight in hopes of continuing their season. Oak Ridge is playing in their 22nd sectional game since their first one in 1971. And visiting courts like this one have not been kind to the Wildcats in these games, as Oak Ridge stands at 4-7 in road sectionals. And prior to Coach Green arriving at Oak Ridge, the Wildcats were only 1-6, with the lone win coming in 1979 against Tennessee High of Bristol. Also under Coach Green, Oak Ridge has road sectional wins in 2014 right here against Dobyns-Bennett. The following year and last season at Science Hill. And Oak Ridge's lone loss on the road under Coach Green came against Sevier County in 2019. Overall, Oak Ridge is 14-8 in these games, including victories over a Dobyns-Bennett team led by John Fulkerson in 2014, and in 1996 when Matt McMahon and his group defeated the Indians in the old B-Jet. In 1975, Kingsport beat Oak Ridge here to advance to the state tournament. As I said, Oak Ridge overall is 14-8 in sectionals, plus 2-2 in the sectional tournament format that they tried about 20 years ago in 1999 and 2000. Oak Ridge is trying to qualify for their 24th state tournament appearance since their first one way back in 1958. Dobyns-Bennett, they claim to be the winningest sports and basketball program in the nation. They're in search of their 30th state tournament appearance since their first one in 1927. Oak Ridge has won 2 state titles, coming in 1961 and 1963. Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett has only won 1 title, and that came in 1945. Kingsport's last sectional win and trip to the state tournament came in 2010 when they defeated West in the sectional here in Kingsport. And they got bulldozed at the state tournament that year, 85-30 by Clarksville Northeast in the first round. Oak Ridge beat Science Hill last season in the sectional, but unfortunately were unable to go to the state tournament, if you remember, due to COVID-19. Oak Ridge's most recent best success at the state tournament came in 2014 when they finished runner-up in the state. They lost to Blackman High School 60-58. Dobyns-Bennett's last win at the state came in 1992 when former Oak Ridge head coach Steve Shipley's Indians beat Haywood County. Dobyns-Bennett has lost 5 straight sectionals since their last win in 2010. In 2014 to Oak Ridge, 2015 to Maryville, 2018 and 19 to Bearden, and last season at Maryville. Dobyns-Bennett and Oak Ridge are playing for their 32nd time since 1945, with the Wildcats leading the series 19-13. The two teams only played 4 postseason games, and besides the 3 sectional games, Oak Ridge defeated Dobyns-Bennett in the 1961 state championship game, which was Oak Ridge's first state title win. The Indians were also runners-up to Gallatin in 1973, also runners-up in 55 and 57, with their lone title coming in 1945 when they beat the Purple Pounders of Chattanooga Central. This season, the Indians are 25-4 with their losses coming to Jefferson County, Farragut, Baylor, and Science Hill. The two teams have only had 2 common opponents this year, being Greenville and Morristown East. Dobyns-Bennett swept those teams while Oak Ridge split, losing to Greenville and beating the Morristown East Hurricanes. And you might remember that Coach Green didn't coach the game against Greenville because he was out with COVID. Now, glancing at both teams' schedules, it appears Oak Ridge's schedule is the tougher one, but we'll see if that helps the Wildcats here tonight. And one positive stat for Oak Ridge is that Oak Ridge is undefeated in road games this season, going 13-0 on the road. They have lost 2 neutral site games, however, and have gone 13-3 at home this year. Taking a look at Kingsport's roster, they are a young team. They only have 1 senior. Their tallest players are 6'4", and they are also a very well-coached team, coached by Chris Poor and his staff. Having played so few common opponents, it's somewhat hard to get a handle on who has the matchup advantage tonight. Oak Ridge hopes that their schedule will be the deciding factor, while Dobyns-Bennett will get help from this huge class of theirs. Now, as we mentioned a few moments ago, the winner of this game will play the winner of the Siegel and Warren County game at the state tournament on Thursday, March 18th, 10 days from now. Warren County out of McMinnville, Tennessee, they've never been to the state tournament. They are 19-6 on the season and were annihilated by Cleveland last week at their region championship game. Siegel, as mentioned, coached by Dyron Birdwell, defeated Barry Wortman's Blackman Blaze, 2 former Oak Ridge coaches going at it down there in Murfreesboro. Siegel is 26-4 on the year. As we mentioned earlier, Jefferson County is traveling to Bearden tonight, and the winner of that game will play the winner of Cane Ridge and Beach, which is going on tonight at Cane Ridge High School in Nashville. Cane Ridge, they've only played 12 games all season because the Metro Nashville Public Schools did not allow athletic activities for most of the season. If Cane Ridge wins tonight, this would be their first state tournament appearance. Beach's last state appearance came in 2010 after beating Hunters Lane in their sectional. Blackman High School is taking on Cleveland. That game is at Cleveland High School. The winner of that game will face the winner of Arlington and Collierville at the state tournament. Cleveland and Blackman both qualified for the state last season. Arlington's only state trip came in 2014, where they lost to Oak Ridge in the semifinals. They beat White Station in their sectional last week. Collierville has only been to the state 1 time, and they actually made the most of it because they won the entire thing back in 1973. Other action in Middle Tennessee, Clarksville is playing Franklin tonight. Clarksville's last state appearance came in 2012 when they beat Hunters Lane in their sectional. Franklin's last trip to the state was in 2019 after beating Gallatin in their sectional. The winner of Clarksville and Franklin will play the winner of Houston and Bartlett High School. Houston and Bartlett, which are Memphis teams, Houston actually was to be Oak Ridge's opponent last season in the first round of the state tournament before it was canceled. It was Houston's first ever year to qualify for the state, and they beat Whitehaven for the first ever sectional win last year. Bartlett, on the other hand, hasn't been to state since 2001. Of the 8 teams that qualified for the state tournament a year ago, only Oak Ridge, Houston, Blackman, and Cleveland have a shot to go again this year. All must win tonight, and that includes our Oak Ridge Wildcats. Tonight, we are broadcasting on FM 92.7 and FM 94.7. Now, Dobyns-Bennett will not allow us to stream the game live tonight, but we will have it available for tape delay. We're also on prepradio.com and Channel 15. Our sponsors all season long have been 10 Bank, Ortho Tennessee, Mortgage Investors Group, Fox Insurance Group, and the Oak Ridge Utility District. We are live in Kingsport for this sectional game between Oak Ridge and Dobyns-Bennett, and we'll be back to the Buck Van Hust Dome in 3 minutes.
David Clary back here along with Stewart Dorman, Lee Wexler, Christian Roses Rodriguez, still about 2 minutes away from the start of this ball game. The two teams are warming up down below. We talked about this, and looking at their roster, according to their roster, they don't have anybody taller than 6'4", but to look at them, they've got several guys that look like they're 6'4" and better. Their post player is a big physical inside guy. They've got a lot of smaller guys are quick. I think this is a team that Oak Ridge will have trouble running with. I think this is a team that likes to run, so that'll be something that will probably neutral. They'll probably both do the same thing the same well. But I think Oak Ridge has an advantage inside with Jonathan Milloway. And we got to hope that Jeremy Miller, Jonathan Stewart, obviously the whole group, have some balanced scoring like we've seen all season long. The two teams are returning to their respective benches. We're moments away from this sectional ball game. The winner will go to the state tournament and play the winner of tonight's Siegel ball game against Warren County. That game will be at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, Thursday the 18th. We're a few minutes away from the national anthem here. Their band is here. Their standing student section is here. It's not as full as I thought it might be, but it is pretty crowded up here, Stuart.
Yeah, it is, David. For these times, we got a great crowd here, a band, a full student section. Exciting times for the Wildcats here.
We're about to have our national anthem, so I'm going to send it back to Brian Bennett. We'll be back with the starting lineups following this 3-minute timeout.
And second lieutenant Jeremy Canfield, cadets master sergeant Austin Salyer, and cadets senior master sergeant William Bolton. Dobyns-Bennett Jr., ROTC, is commanded by United States Air Force retired Colonel Eric Butler and United States Air Force retired Chief Master Sergeant Milton Blankenship. Now, please remain standing, and gentlemen, remove your caps in honor of America for the playing of the national anthem. Tonight, the anthem will be played on the tenor saxophone by senior band member R.J. Brumman. Sports ladies, welcome to the Buck Van Hustone on the campus. For weekly one with the team,
Welcome back once again to Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett High School, getting set for this ball game. The Oak Ridge High School Wildcats and the Dobyns-Bennett Indians. The starting lineups are about to be introduced. The two teams have played so many times before. Oak Ridge leads the all-time series 19-13. The first game took place in 1945. The Wildcats trying to get back to the state tournament as the first starter announced is Stafford Shanklin for the Wildcats. Oak Ridge will also start Jonathan Stewart on the wing. Oak Ridge at the point will have Kel Slater at the post position, the 6'7" senior Jonathan Milloway, and the 6'4" senior, that'll be Jeremy Miller. Now we're about to have the starting lineups for the Indians of Dobyns-Bennett, wearing their all-white jerseys with maroon. It is loud in this gym. As they're going to start, the first starter will be a guard, number 12, Jonathan Gillespie. He is 5'8". He is a sophomore, quicker than quick. Also starting with him, Brady Stump. He is 5'9". He is a sophomore. Starting for them, number 14, Jack Browder, 6'4", junior player. Also starting at forward will be Malachi Hale, 6'4", junior. And the fifth starter will be the post player, number 34, Jashawn Dennis. He is 6'4". He is a senior. That is the starting lineups for the Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett Indians, and we're about to get set here. The winner to play in the state tournament. The loser's season comes to a close in the Sweet 16. Great crowd on hand here in this beautiful facility. We're on FM 92.7, FM 94.7. PrepRadio.com and Oak Ridge Schools Television Channel 15. The Indians wearing their all-white jerseys with maroon. The Wildcats in their road grays with white and red. The officials are from up here, and we're about to get set. Chris Poore is the head coach of Dobyns-Bennett. Aaron Green, the head coach of the Wildcats. Ball controlled by Milloway, and we are underway here at Dobyns-Bennett High School. With the basketball will come Kel Slater at the point, picked up defensively by Gillespie. Works the ball to Stewart, lobs it in, throws the ball inside, trying to get it. Kel stepped out of bounds with it. Tried to lob it over the top to Milloway. threw it right into the teeth of the defense, and that is a turnover. Kell was able to get the rebound, but he had 1 foot on the baseline, and that is a turnover. Wildcats are going to put on the press here. Dobyns-Bennett trying to work the ball in, and it comes to number 12, Gillespie. Gillespie in the rear court, back right side, it goes to Stump. Stump will bring the ball to the midcourt line, swings the ball across the way. A double team up high. They work the ball right side to Stump, drives inside, lost the ball. Saved on the floor, though, by Dennis. Dennis swings the ball to Stump. Inside, Stump gets a shot up, clanging off the iron, no good. Stafford Shanklin on the rebound. Here come the Wildcats down the floor, pushing it up to Kell Slater. Kell will dribble right, give it off to Jeremy Miller inside. Milloway turning, spinning, driving, shooting, missed it. Rebound, Dobyns-Bennett. They've got the outlet down the floor, 3-on-2 break. They're going to work the ball in for a shot, and a foul is going to be called against Kell Slater. Wildcats, I guess the game plan, and it isn't a bad game plan, to get the ball inside, down low to Jonathan Milloway, but the Wildcats have tried it twice. He missed the shot point blank, and they'll go to the free throw line. Just underway, 7:15 to play first quarter. To the free throw line, Malachi Hale. His first shot is up, and it's good. Dobyns-Bennett takes the lead, 1-0. Back to the free throw line they go. Wildcats and Indians here in the sectional ball game. Second toss. This one's going to be way short. Milloway has the rebound fall right in his lap. Here it goes to Kell Slater. Kell going to go coast to coast already with a foul. Jeremy Miller, three-pointer left corner is good. Three-point shot. Jeremy Miller knocks it in, and the Wildcats have a 3-1 lead. Down the floor with the basketball. Great start for Jeremy Miller. Nearly a steal by Miller. Saved on the floor by Gillespie. Gillespie trapped on the right side, works it out to Browder. Browder swings the ball. They thought about shooting a three. They work the ball top of the circle to Browder. Free throw line jumper is on his way. Good. Tie ball game. 3-3-yard score. Here come the Wildcats down the floor, moving right to left. You have to figure, as you look to our left here, the shooting spaces are just not great as the Wildcats almost turned the ball over. Stafford's got it top of the key. Jeremy thought about shooting another three. Dribbles right. There's Kell Slater. Three-pointer from the corner is up. No good. Rebound, Dobyns-Bennett. And then a foul is going to be called against Stafford. Jonathan Milloway got sacked on the other end of the floor. The Wildcats cannot settle for threes. That is the second foul called against the Wildcats. 3-3-yard score, just underway, 6:25 to play in the first quarter. Is it just me, guys, or is it extremely warm up here? It is warm. Everybody agrees. Here come the Indians down the floor, moving left to right. 3-3-yard score. Wildcats on defense here. Jonathan Stewart guarding the man at the top of the line. That's Brady Stump. Works the ball left side to Stump. He works the ball right side, drives the baseline, tries to shoot over Milloway, and he does. Good. Dobyns-Bennett on top. They're quick. The Wildcats down by 2. 5-3 our score. Down the floor with the basketball will come Kell Slater. Slater with it across the midcourt line. Swings the ball to Miller. Jeremy Miller dribbles right. Finds Kell again. Looks inside. Double team. Miller thought about shooting a three. Stafford will dribble. Stafford kicks the ball back out. Jonathan Stewart. He will shoot a three. It's up. No good. Rebounded by Dobyns-Bennett. Wildcats 1 for 3 from three-point range. Here they come down the floor, leading by 2. With the basketball come Brady Stump, picked up by Jonathan Stewart. We need some outside scoring for sure. It was great to see Jeremy knock down that shot. With the basketball once again will come Dobyns-Bennett. They have a wide open three. It's no good. Rebound to Oak Ridge. Had it. Loose on the floor. All over the floor. It's going to be a timeout asked for as Donovan Gillespie saves possession for them. 5-3 our score. Let's take a quick break. We are live here at Dobyns-Bennett High School. We'll be back to Buck Van Hustome in 30 seconds. We're back once again to the Buck Van Hustome Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett High School. The Wildcats down by a score of 5-3, just underway. First quarter action. Ball knocked out of bounds by Oak Ridge basketball. Good defense, Jonathan Stewart. Just kind of slapped it away from Gillespie. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Oak Ridge, one thing they've got to kind of think about is quit going for the three balls. They're slacking down low, kind of anywhere, obviously, Milloway goes. But, and giving the Wildcats the three-point shots, Jeremy's hit one, thought about shooting another one. Works it out to Stewart. Jonathan, top of the key, dribbles in, pulls up, free throw line jumper is up, no good. Rebound, Dobyns-Bennett. Wildcats jump shooters not dropping in. Here they come down the floor. The Wildcats down by 2. 5-3 with the basketball. Stump with it. At the midcourt circle, works the ball, guarded by Jonathan Stewart. Swings it over to his left, to the wing, to Gillespie, guarded by Kell. He works the ball out to Hale. Their big point guard, Malachi Hale, backs up, now wants to drive in, and Stafford picks up his second foul. 2 fouls called against Stafford. Post guy's got some size. It'll be Wildcats getting Luca Searcy in the ball game for the first time. Checking out with 2 fouls becomes Stafford. That is a big loss for the Wildcats right now. It'll be Dobyns-Bennett basketball to the side of the bench. Gregory Allen, a 6-foot junior, is checked in the game. They work the ball in, back in the rear court, and nearly a walk there as they work the ball back, and they'll set the ball across the line. McKinley Tincher, 5'11 junior, works the ball to the left. The Wildcats are down by 2, 5-3, 4.5 minutes to play in the first period. Their basketball. Tincher with it, dribbles left, gives it inside Hale. Hale drives right, pulls up, shoots, no good. Rebound, foul called, it's against them. Personal foul will go against Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. Foul is going to go, I believe, against Browder, perhaps. It is going to go against Jack Browder. That'll be his first. Team foul number 1 against Kingsport. Down the floor will come the Wildcats. Down by 2. 5-3 our score. With the basketball will come Jeremy Miller. Jeremy dribbles, turning, spinning, wants to shoot a fadeaway jumper. It is good. Jeremy Miller has 5 points, and then an official's timeout is called. Not exactly sure why. It looks like Kell has come up limping, and that's a big loss for the Wildcats. Stafford's going to have to come back in the ball game. So Kell, I don't know if he turned his ankle. Hopefully that's nothing serious. Brian Leffler will attend to him. 5-5 our score here. Here come the Indians moving down the floor. The Wildcats not pressing. 4:07 to play here in the first period. 5-5 the score. Dobyns-Bennett basketball. Wildcats have Jamison Updegraft in the ball game as they work the ball down the floor, turning, spinning against Miller, trying to shoot. He lost it, pulls it up. They've got a wide open 3. It's on its way. No good. Rebound, Jonathan Stewart. Wildcats have numbers. Here's Jonathan coming down the floor. Lobs it to Jamison. He makes a great play to get it. Then the ball is knocked out of bounds. Pass was just a little bit too tall for Jamison. Made a great athletic catch, then knocked it off the body of one of the Dobyns-Bennett Indians. Oak Ridge basketball in a 5-5 ball game. In it comes Jeremy Miller. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Kingsport's Gregory Allen. We've got to be a little stronger on those inbounds passes. The Wildcats nearly with a couple turnovers here. Here comes Oak Ridge to work the ball in. Wildcats, Jonathan, somebody's got to come to him. Eventually it's going to go to Lucas Searcy in the corner. Lucas thought about driving, will not, backs it over to Miller. 5-5 our score, sectional ball game here. The Wildcats with it. Jamison's on the left wing, and they goes to Jeremy. Jeremy thought about shooting a 3. There's Jamison. He's going to shoot a 3. It's up. It's good. 3-point shot. Jamison up the graph, and the Wildcats have the lead by 3. 8-5 our score. Here comes Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett down the floor. Indian basketball. They lob it across the line. They've got a 3. It's wide open. It's good. 3-point shot by Jack Browder, and we're tied again at 8. 3:11 to play here in the first quarter. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Moving right to left with it, Jeremy Miller. Wildcats getting some 3-point shots to go. Here comes the lob into Milloway. Layup, good. Jonathan Milloway off the glass, and it's 10-8. Here comes Dobyns-Bennett down the floor. Moving left to right, trying to work against the Oak Ridge press. They get the ball to the midcourt line. They're going to dribble in. Bounce pass inside. Shot blocked by Milloway out of bounds. Last touch by Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett, or Oak Ridge that is. It'll be Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett basketball. 2 47 seconds to play here. Substitutions coming into the ball game. Gillespie's back in. Back in the ball game will come Dennis once again. Checking out will come Malachi Hale along with Brady Stump. Dobyns-Bennett ball underneath their goal. They work the ball in, and it comes to Gillespie. Top of the circle, dribbling and driving. They work the ball in. Stolen away by Oak Ridge. Jeremy Miller with the basketball. Jeremy dribbling down the floor. Jeremy turns on the left side. Stops in the corner. Gives it out to Oak Ridge's Milloway. There's Lucas. Lucas for 3. No good. Rebound. It is good. 3-point shot by Lucas Searcy. I said it wasn't good because it hit the rim, bounced up, dropped in, and Oak Ridge has a 13-8 lead. Oak Ridge in the lead, 2 minutes, 28 seconds to play in the first quarter. Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett coming down the floor, moving left to right. Wildcat offense typically isn't three-point shooting, but tonight, that's what they're giving us. Here they come down the floor. With the basketball will come number 12. Lobs the ball across the line. Here goes to Tincher. Tincher drives in, kicks the ball to the corner. They've got a three. It's open. That's an air ball, but they have the rebound. Right back in. Then a steal by Lucas. Lucas Searcy. Jamison Updegraff. Ball's loose on the floor. Jump ball is called. The alternate possession arrow will give the ball to Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. 2:10 to play, first quarter. Oak Ridge on top, 13-8. It'll be the Indians with the basketball underneath the goal. Gregory Allen, a 6-foot junior, will try to work the ball in, and it does come to the top. Here it goes to Gillespie. Gillespie guarded by Jonathan Stewart. Drives against him to the left elbow, lobs it down floor. He's going to be intercepted by Oak Ridge. Millaway, Jonathan Stewart. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Here comes Jeremy Miller. Thought about lobbing it down low, finds Jonathan free. There's Millaway. Top of the circle, inside Jeremy Miller, layup, good! Jeremy Miller scores, and Oak Ridge leads 15-8. Here comes Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett, moving left to right, 1:43 to play. They've got a three, it's on its way, it's up, it's in and out, no good. Millaway on the rebound. Big John gives it off to Lucas. Here comes Lucas Searcy to Jonathan Stewart, kicked out of bounds by Dobyns-Bennett. Oak Ridge on top, 15-8, a minute 32 to play in the first period. The Wildcats in the lead in this sectional ball game. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. In it comes to Jonathan Millaway. Top of the key to Lucas. Inside Jonathan Stewart. Layup. Good. Left him wide open, and Oak Ridge leads 17-8. Here comes Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett down the floor. Tincher in the rear court. He's going to walk the ball to the midcourt line. Met there by Jamison Updegraff. Swings the ball to his right. Dribbles around a screen. Penetrates the arc. Lost the ball out of bounds. Who touched it? It's a foul. Personal foul called against your Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett Indians. A minute 12 to play first quarter. Oak Ridge on top, 17-8. As we broadcast here from Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett, the Buck Van Hustone. The Oak Ridge basketball. Lucas Searcy will work it in from the baseline. And it comes to Kel Slater. Obviously, his ankle is fine. Back in the ball game after sitting out for about 5 minutes. Kel works the ball at the midcourt circle. Around a screen, gives it out to Lucas. Lucas back to Miller. Around to Jonathan Stewart. Jay Stu inside Kel, the free throw line, lost on the floor. Jonathan Stewart's got it. He's harassed. He's fouled. Now they're going to call a jump. Jump ball is going to be the call. I don't think Kel was expecting the initial pass from Jonathan at the free throw line. He did good just to hold it as Oak Ridge works the ball in, and it comes to Kel. 53 seconds to play in the first quarter. 17-8 the score. With the basketball, Oak Ridge. Jeremy Miller. Jeremy drives. Free throw line jumper. It's on its way. No good. Rebound Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. Allen with the basketball. They have a chance to play for the final shot here in the first period. They'll walk the ball across the midcourt line. Here it goes to Brady Stump. Swings the ball to his left side to Malachi Hale. Around to the wing. Almost a steal there. Saved on the floor by Gillespie. Gillespie swings the ball to number 22, Stump at the top of the circle. 24 seconds and counting. 17-8 Oak Ridge in the lead. First quarter action here at the Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett High School with the basketball. Dobyns-Bennett playing it down to 15 seconds to play. Dribbling around to the left. Dribbling to the right. Driving in. Was he going to shoot? He does. He missed it. They get the rebound up. Good. Scored by Dennis. Here comes Oak Ridge with 4. With 3. Kel Slater to the hole. You got to shoot it. Didn't get it off before the first quarter comes to a close. Good quarter of basketball for the Oak Ridge Wildcats. They lead it by a score of 17-10. And we'll be back to Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett High School in 60 seconds. David Clary back here along with Stewart Dorman, along with Lee Wexler, Christian Roses Rodriguez, along with Brian Bennett. Second quarter just underway. Oak Ridge on top 17-10. Sectional ball game. The winner to go to the state tournament. Dobyns-Bennett basketball. As we start play, here comes the Malachi Hale. Drives against Jeremy, goes inside. Here's a little 8-footer. It's good. A little nice shot by Dennis. Back to a 5-point lead. The Wildcats down the floor, 17-12. Kale Slater at the point. Works the ball across the line. Dribbles out to the right. Comes off to the right side. Gives it off to Kel once again. Kel looks inside. Finds Milloway free in the left corner. Thought about shooting. He will. Three-pointer is up. No good. I don't know if that's what they want. He can usually shoot from out there. And down the floor with the basketball will come Dobyns-Bennett. 5-point game. With the basketball will come Brady Stump. Wildcats can't settle for those 3-point shots, although they've been pretty effective here in the early going. Browder with the basketball. Swings the ball left side to Hale. Lost the ball. Intercepted Oak Ridge. Jeremy Miller. The Wildcats have numbers. Might have a dunk. Here comes Kel to the hole. No good, but he's fouled. Personal foul. Hard foul. Sent Kel Slater to the free throw line, and he'll go to the line for the Oak Ridge Wildcats. Oak Ridge on top 17-12 in this sectional ball game. Kel goes to the free throw line. He's a 65.1% free throw shooter on the season. He'll have 2 shots here, the first of which is no good. Rushed it. Kel's been banged up already in this ball game. He'll have another one. The shooting on that end is hard. It's a strange shooting background. Kel's second toss, good. Kel Slater knocks it down, and Oak Ridge leads 18-12. Down the floor with the basketball will come Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett, moving left to right as we play here. And here's nearly a steal. Kel's got it and then knocked it out of bounds. Good hustle. They're having a little trouble with our pressure for sure. 18-12 Oak Ridge in the lead. 6 minutes, 55 seconds to play. Down the floor with the basketball, once again, will come Kingsport. Wildcats playing with Jonathan Stewart, along with Oak Ridge's Lucas Searcy, Kel Slater, along with Jeremy Miller and Milloway. Stafford Shanklin on the bench. He's in foul trouble. They get a shot up. It's good. They knock it in, and the Wildcat lead is 4. Here comes Oak Ridge. Jonathan Stewart quickly to the hole. No good. Missed an easy one. Under pressure. Here they come down the floor. The Wildcats had numbers, just missed the shot. 4-point game. 18-14 the score, 6:24 to play here in the second quarter. Wildcats haven't scored in a bit, except for the free throw. They work the ball left side. Here it goes to Browder. Browder on the left wing, works the ball out to Stump. Stump pulls up, shoots a 3. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound. Dobyns-Bennett had it. Saved away by Milloway. Oak Ridge basketball. Here's Kel coming down the floor. The Wildcats have a 3-on-2. Here goes Lucas Searcy. Lucas dribbles, drives, goes to the hole. Good. And he's fouled. Lucas Searcy will go to the free throw line as the foul is called against Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett, and he'll have an opportunity for a 3-point play. They're going to substitute into the ball game. Will come Gregory Allen. Lucas to the free throw line for the Wildcats. Searcy is a 58.1% free throw shooter. 20-14 Oak Ridge. Toss, good. Lucas knocks it down, completes the 3-point play. Dobyns-Bennett watching Oak Ridge substitute into the game. Will come Stafford Shanklin once again. Jeremy Miller will check out. Down the floor with the basketball, Oak Ridge in the lead by 7. 21-14 the score. With the basketball will come Gillespie. Gillespie coast to coast, stops, bounce pass inside. They drive right. They get a 3 off. It's on its way. It's no good. Rebound to the big guy. Dennis kicks it out for a 3. That's no good. Rebound, Dobyns-Bennett, blocked by Milloway. Taken away again by Dobyns-Bennett. They're going to drive in, blocked again. Here's Kel Slater. Here come the Wildcats running. Kel Slater dribbling, driving to the hole. He goes. No good. Stafford back up. He's fouled. Stafford Shanklin will go to the free throw line. You can tell right now that Kel Slater is not 100%. as he has limped several times up and down the floor, and I think he's going to have to come out of the game. Stafford Shanklin to the free throw line, 55.3% free throw shooter. The lefty puts it up there, good. 22-14 the score. Back to the free throw line will go Stafford Shanklin. 5.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Oak Ridge, Kingsport, Dobyns-Bennett. Back to the line, Stafford Shanklin. He is a senior, has one more shot. Eyes the cylinder, puts it up there, It's good. Stafford knocks it down, and Oak Ridge has a 9-point lead. 23-14 the score. Down the floor with the basketball will come the Dobyns-Bennett Indians, and Oak Ridge will pressure once again. Oak Ridge playing with Kel Slater, Jeremy Miller, Lucas Searcy, Stafford Shanklin, along with Jonathan Milloway. 23-14, a 9-point advantage for the Wildcats. 5:22 to play. First half, they lob it down low, driving in, unable to shoot. They work the ball down the paint, inside, throw the ball to the right corner. Off it goes to Allen. Allen cannot dribble in, penetrates, works the ball back out. Here's Gillespie, free throw line jumper is good. They can shoot. Down the floor will come Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge basketball. Here it goes. Stafford Shanklin, three-pointer, top of the key. Good! Stafford Shanklin knocks it down, and Oak Ridge leads by 10. 26-16 the score, 4:40 to play here in the second quarter. With the basketball, Dobyns-Bennett, they work the ball for a three. It's on its way. It's up and no good. Rebound, Kingsport blocked away by Oak Ridge's Lucas Searcy. Here it goes to Kel Slater. Kel's going to dribble. Kel's going to take it to the hole. It's up, and it's no good. On a foul, it's going to be called against Stafford. That'll be his third. Over the back comes Stafford Shanklin. 4 minutes, 33 seconds to play in the second quarter. It'll be Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett with the basketball. The Wildcats in foul trouble as Stafford's going to have to sit after he bombed home a beautiful three just a moment ago. With the basketball once again will come Dobyns-Bennett. Moving left to right, 4:29 to play second quarter, 26-16, Oak Ridge in the lead. Kingsport with the basketball, works the ball right side to Hale. Hale looks at a three, will not take it, looks inside to the point, the new post guy, Jack Browder in the ball game. 4:13 to play. Dribbling, thought about shooting. Good defense, Oak Ridge. Not much happening. Here's a steal by Milloway. Just taken right out of his hands to Kel Slater. Kel's going to dribble. Free throw line jumper is up. You know what happens, ladies and gentlemen. He drops to the net. And Oak Ridge leads by 12. And there's a foul against Jonathan Stewart. Needlessly. 28-16 Oak Ridge. 3 minutes, 55 seconds to play in the second quarter. It'll be the 16th foul, actually the 15th foul. It'll be the Wildcats. Let's see, getting Jonathan Stewart, Jeremy Miller, Jonathan Milloway, Lucas Searcy, and Kel Slater. 28-16, a 12-point advantage for the Wildcats. Here comes Kingsport down the floor. With the basketball will come Gillespie. Gillespie drives against Kel to the free throw line, looks back door, no place to go. Works it to the big guy, wants to shoot over Milloway. He does, clang off the iron, no good. They get the rebound right back to Dennis. Dennis swings it out to Tincher. Tincher, top of the circle, works it over to Allen. He lobs it, he throws the ball away. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. 3.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 12-point lead for the Oak Ridge Wildcats. 28-16 the score. Lucas Searcy will work the ball in for the Wildcats. Aaron Green is the head coach of the Wildcats, watching his team as the Wildcats bring the ball down the floor. Jeremy Miller, the senior, walks the ball across the midcourt line. Has Lucas to his right. The ball goes to him. Will he bomb it from the outside? No, he'll give it to Milloway to Jeremy. Jeremy will dribble. Jeremy will drive. He lays it in. No good. Rebound Milloway for the dunk, but he's fouled. Big John will go to the free throw line for the Wildcats. 3 minutes, 12 seconds to play first half. The Wildcats crashing the boards. And Jonathan Milloway will go to the line for the Wildcats. Stewart, how many points does Jonathan have in the ball game?
Jonathan has 2 points so far, and it's
and holding as he misfires on the free throw. Jonathan Milloway is a 60% free throw shooter. Scored over 1,000 points in his career. Toss, good. Milloway drops it in. The biggest lead of the night for the Wildcats. A 13-point advantage. 29-16 the score. 3:12 to play in the first half. Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett facing Oak Ridge's pressure. Here comes Kingsport trying to work it in. They've yet to do it. Give that 5-second call. He gets it in. In it comes to Gillespie. Trapped in the rear court. Lobs the ball across the line. They get it across the line. They've got numbers now. They'll drive in. Shot is good. Count it. And he's fouled. Milloway commits the personal foul. Coach Green said he was standing in position, but that's not what the call was. It'll be number 24, 6-foot junior Gregory Allen going to the free throw line. 29-18 Oak Ridge. Allen one time. clang, no good. Milloway scrapes the boards, and down the floor will come Oak Ridge. Kell driving, works the ball. Jonathan Stewart, three-pointer, no good. Jonathan can't find his range. You got to get some defense here. Coast to coast, they work the ball down the floor. Steal on the floor by Oak Ridge. Jamison up the graph. Here it goes to Kell. Kell will dribble. Kell will drive. There's Jamison. He's free. He shoots. It's no good. Rebound, Kell Slater. Kell back with the ball. Dribbles to his right. Dribbles in. Goes to the hole. It's up. It's good. Kell Slater off the glass. Oak Ridge leads 31-18. 2.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Here comes Dobyns-Bennett down the floor. A near steal at the top of the key. They work the ball in. They unable to shoot with the basketball is Browder. He swings the ball right. He drives against Milloway. Can't shoot over him. Gillespie will. It's up. It's good. 3-point shot. Jonathan Gillespie. It's a 10-point Wildcat lead. 31-21 the score. Here comes Kell Slater down the floor. Slater with the basketball. Dribbles to his right. Gives it off to Jeremy Miller. To Jonathan Stewart. To Milloway. He'll turn. He'll spin. He'll shoot. It's up. No good. Miller up, back up. No good. He's fouled. Jeremy Miller will go to the free throw line for the Wildcats. 1 minute. 56 seconds to play. First half, 10-point Wildcat lead. 31-21 the score. Jeremy Miller to the free throw line for the Wildcats. He'll have 2 shots. That was the 7th team foul, but it's a shooting violation. Jeremy's free throw is no good. Got to knock down shots at the line in a sectional ball game. Incidentally, that foul was called on Jack Browder. That's his second. Jeremy back to the free throw line. 10-point Oak Ridge lead. 31-21 the score. Jeremy Miller to the line. Toss. He missed them both. Here come the Indians down the floor. 10-point advantage for the Wildcats. Let's get a stop on defense. Minute 50 to play second quarter. Their basketball. Here it goes to Browder. Got it by Kell Slater. He works the ball to Allen. Left elbow. They get a baseline jumper. Partially rejected. It's up. No good. Rebound. Milloway had it, but who's got it now? Jeremy Miller. Here comes Jeremy down the floor. Trapped at the midcourt line. Finds Kell free. Kell thought about driving to the hole. Will back it up. Milloway, top of the circle. He drives. He goes in for the layup. No good. Again, no good. Wildcats point blank money miss. You don't usually see Milloway go driving like that. He missed the shot. 10-point game. 31-21 Oak Ridge in the lead. Here comes number 12, Jonathan Gillespie, guarded by Jonathan Stewart. Their basketball. Minute 10 to play, first half, 31-21. Dobyns-Bennett basketball. Gillespie runs into a wall. No place to go. Swings the ball, and there's a charge. A foul, the third one called against Jack Browder. That'll be a moving screen, and I've got him with 3 fouls. But they're going to call the foul, I think, on Tincher, and that'll be his second. Player control foul. The Oak Ridge basketball, leading by 10. 1 minute to play here in the first half. 31-21 the score with the basketball. Oak Ridge, Kell Slater, met up high by Gillespie. Swings it over to Miller, to Jamison. Jamison up to grab. Back to Jonathan Stewart to Milloway. Milloway to Miller. Wildcats up by 10. Here comes the lob. Jonathan Stewart wanted to shoot. He walks for the basketball. Got the ball on the block. Heavy pressure, just turned it over. 44 seconds to play. Last several possessions, the Wildcats haven't been able to get anything. Dobyns-Bennett breaks the press with ease. They're going to dribble in, penetrate, shot, good. That was pretty for Dobyns-Bennett. It's an 8-point game. 31-23 to score. The Wildcats need to hit shots here. Jeremy's going to go to the hole. No place to go. Swings it out to Kell. Kell Slater dribbles, drive. Jamison for 3. Good! Jamison up the graph. And the Wildcat lead is back to 11. 18 seconds to play. 34-23 to score. Down the floor with the basketball will come Tincher. Oak Ridge by 11. 11 seconds to play in the second period. They work the ball along the baseline. Number 30, that's Hale. Malachi Hale, 5 seconds. They drive. Here's a shot. It's up. It's clanged off the iron. No good. Kell's got it as the first half comes to a close. Great first half of basketball for the Oak Ridge High School Wildcats. Oak Ridge leads Kingsport, Dobyns-Bennett by a score of 34-23. This is the sectional ball game. The winner of this game moves on to play at the state tournament beginning on March the 18th against the Siegel Warren County winner going on in East Tennessee here tonight. We're at halftime of this, and we need a break here. We didn't hit many opportunities in the first half. I'm going to send it off to Brian Bennett. We appreciate you listening to our broadcast. Oak Ridge by 11, 34-23. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Sophia Landry, Amara Lord, and Levi, the Spirit Center.
Do I do it now?
David Clary back here at Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett High School. We're at halftime. The Wildcats are in the lead 34-23. Here with the halftime statistics, Stewart Dorman.
Thanks, David. So for DB, we have Jonathan Gillespie. That's 1 for 1 from 3 and 2 for 2, 1 for 1 from behind the arc with 5 points. Jack Browder with 5 points. Brady Stump, 2 for 4 from the field with 4 points. Gregory Allen with 2 points. Malachi Hale with 3 points. And Jahan Dennis with 4 points, going 2 for 5 from the field. For Oak Ridge stats, we have Stafford Shanklin with 5 points, 2 for 2 from the line and 1 for 1 from behind the arc. Jonathan Stewart with 2 points. He is 1 for 5 from the field so far. Kel Slater has 5 points and is 3 for 6 from the field. Jamison Updegraft with 6 points and is 2 for 3 from behind the arc. Lucas Searcy has 6 points and is a total of 3 for 3 on the night with an and 1 conversion and a 3-point shot. Jonathan Milloway has a total of 3 points with a 2-pointer and 1 free throw. And Jeremy Miller is the scoring leader for the Wildcats with 7 points and was 2 for 2 from 2 points and 1 for 1 from behind the arc.
All right, thanks, Stuart. I'm going to run down a few scores real quick. Right here at the Buck Van Huss Dome. It's 34-23, Oak Ridge on top. Jefferson County taking on Bearden. That game is at Bearden. Bearden on top, 31-21. Down in Cleveland, Tennessee, the Blackman Blaze, former Oak Ridge coach Barry Wortman, have traveled to Cleveland. They're losing 13-11. That game in the second quarter so far. Those are the only scores so far. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Siegel-Warren County game. That game being played in Murfreesboro tonight. Other games in Middle Tennessee, Franklin and Clarksville, Beach and Cane Ridge, and out in West Tennessee, Collierville and Arlington, and Bartlett and Houston. So we'll have to keep an eye out on the Siegel-Warren County game. But the thing is, though, is that we're probably going to be long gone out of here by the time that game ends. So we won't know the opponent, whether it's Oak Ridge or Dobyns-Bennett, until probably way after we're done here. So still a lot of basketball to be played here at the Buck Van Huss Dome. We're going to take a break, and we're going to send it back to the station. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Western Carolina, Trey Boys basketball. Let's see how you go.
David Clary back here at the Buck Van Huss Dome, Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett High School. Second half about to get underway. The Wildcats have the lead, 34-23. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball first as we start play. I guess one of the key stats, I don't know if you did this, Stewart, but I think Stafford Shanklin has 3 fouls. That is a crucial stat right there for the Wildcats. And another stat, which I don't know much about, is Kel Slater turned his ankle. He's out there playing, but I know he doesn't look 100% as he kind of limps out there to get the ball. Stafford's going to be in the ball game to start playing. Here it comes into Kel Slater, and we are underway. Once again, Once again, working the ball right side. Here it goes out to Lucas. Thought about going inside. Backs it up once again. Here they go on the right wing. Backs it up once again. Oak Ridge ball. Jonathan Stewart drives right, finds Milloway free. Thought about shooting a three. Will not. Needs to get rid of it. Gives it off to Stafford Shanklin. Stafford around to Kell. Works the ball left side. Who's got the ball? Lucas Searcy. Three-point shot. Lucas Searcy. Downtown Brown. 37-23 the score. Down the floor, Oak Ridge in the lead by 14. 7:24 to play in the third quarter. Great start for the Wildcats shooting. With the basketball once again will come Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. They work the ball right side. They launch a three. It's off the rim. No good. Who's got the rebound? They've got it. They get a shot up, and then there's going to be a foul. Personal foul is going to be called against the Wildcats. Oak Ridge has got a little bit of foul trouble, as I mentioned, as it'll be not a shooting violation. It'll be Kingsport basketball underneath the goal. They'll try to work the ball in. Wildcats on top, 37-23. Out to the top, it goes out to Browder. Browder drives right. They kick it out to the top of the circle. Setting up the offense once again. 37-23 the score. 7 minutes to play here in the third period. Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. They work the ball down low. Here's a little hook shot clanging off the iron. No good. Rebounded by Milloway. Milloway to Kell Slater. Wildcats by 14 with the basketball. Coming down the floor with the basketball will come Kell Slater. Works around a screen by Oak Ridge's Stafford Shanklin. He's going to take it strong to the hole. No good. Rebound Kingsport. Gillespie. They push it up the floor. They get a layup. Blocked away. And they're going to call a foul. Foul called against Oak Ridge's Jonathan Milloway. From my vantage point, it looked like a clean block, but that is his third foul. 6:35 to play. It'll be his his third personal foul. That's going to spin Kingsport to the free throw line. 37-23 the score. Wildcats as they go to the line. First shot is up, and it's good. 37-24 the score. It'll be back to the free throw line. We'll go Kingsport. Wildcats in the lead, 6 minutes, 35 seconds to play. Back to the free throw line they go. Oak Ridge in the lead. Second free throw is good. Back down the floor once again will come Oak Ridge. 6.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Wildcats in the lead, trying to get to the state tournament once again. They work the ball to the right side. Dribbling out once again. Kingsport on defense, trying to get the ball inside if they can. Here it goes out to Stafford Shanklin. Shanklin holds the ball, works the ball out to Kell Slater. The Wildcats working a little time off the clock. Trying to get a little technical issue taken care of here as Oak Ridge is going to work the ball. Stafford lost the ball, saved away by Kell. Kell works the ball in once again. Works the ball. Outside it goes, and the Wildcats turn the ball over, and then another foul called against Oak Ridge. It'll be Stafford picking up his fourth personal foul. He had to be careful, and he was not, as the Wildcats lead is 12. Dobyns-Bennett has the basketball. 37-25 the score, 5 minutes, 53 seconds to play. Third team foul called against Oak Ridge. Down the floor with the basketball once again will come the Indians. 37-25 is our score. Apologize for the little technical issue there as the ball is lost out of bounds. And I wish somebody would help me here just for a second here as Oak Ridge will get the basketball. 5:38 to play. And down the floor will come Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge still in the lead. 5 minutes, 33 seconds to play third quarter. 12-point Wildcat lead. I think we got our technical issues taken care of. Jeremy Miller's going to dribble into the free throw line. Stop. Looks to Milloway, and foul's going to be called underneath against number 30, and that'll be Malachi Hale. Once again, it'll be the Wildcats with the basketball, up by 12, 37-25. Apologize for that little glitch there. Have no idea what happened there, but we're back. Oak Ridge ball. Jonathan Stewart lobs it in, and here comes Lucas Searcy. Wildcats have shot the 3-ball well tonight. Kell's going to go right to the hole. Good. Kell Slater allowed to drive right to the rim, and Oak Ridge is back up by 14. 5:13 to play here in the third quarter. 39-25 to score. With the basketball will come Dobyns-Bennett. They're going to dribble to the free throw line. Back it up once again to Gillespie. Gillespie drives against Kell. Wants to shoot. Does. Good. Oak Ridge on top by 12. 39-27. 4:55 to play. A lot of basketball to be played. Dobyns-Bennett, they're quick, they can shoot. Here's Jeremy at the free throw line. Jeremy, no place to go. Gives it off to Lucas. He walks for the basketball. He didn't think he did, but he did. 4 minutes, 47 seconds to play. We have had very little stoppage of play, and I am out of breath, to be honest with you, as I've been trying to handle a technical issue. Oak Ridge on top by 12, 39-27. 4 minutes, 42 seconds to play in the third period. Dobyns-Bennett with the basketball. Wildcats need to continue to get stops here. Dobyns-Bennett drives in. They get a shot block, but it's up and good. 10-point game. Wildcats lead is 39-29. The Wildcats need to get some offense here. Here goes to Jeremy Miller. Can't think the ball game is won, obviously, as the Wildcats working in. Lucas Searcy spinning shot. Good. Lucas Searcy drops it in, and it's 41-29. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to play third quarter. Here comes Kingsport down the floor. They're going to drive against Searcy. Work the ball to the left side. They've got a three. It's on its way. No good. Who's got the rebound? Big John Milloway's got it. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Here comes Kell. Kell to the hole. No. Jonathan Stewart left corner for three. No good. Lucas battles for the rebound out of bounds. They say last touch by Lucas Searcy. 3 minutes, 55 seconds to play third quarter. Oak Ridge on top, 41-29. I'd like to say hello to Jason Talent listening to us tonight in Sweetwater. 41-29 the score. Oak Ridge in the lead. 3:48 to play in the third period. The winner goes to the state tournament. With the basketball will come Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. With the basketball will come Gregory Allen. Swings the ball for a three. It's on its way. It's good. 3-point shot. Down to a 9-point game. 41-32 the score. Here's Oak Ridge with Lucas Searcy. He launches a three, no good. Wildcats hit their threes earlier. Got to get some stops on defense. They're going coast to coast with it. Here's the shot. No good. Milloway skies for the board. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Up by 9. Kell Slater. Kell dribbling. Kell to the hole. Goes in. No good. Rebound, Dobyns-Bennett. Wildcats missing some shots. Kingsport driving. Bounce pass kicked out of bounds by Jonathan Milloway. 3:05 to play in a track meet here at Kingsport. You know they're going to make a run here, and they are right now. 41-32 the score. Oak Ridge was up by 14. It's down to 9. Kingsport with the basketball. They substitute. Tincher out of the ball game. Bounce pass. Nope, they're going to work it in for a three. It's open. It's up, and it's good. 3-point shot. We got a ball game. 6-point game. The Wildcats need to get back on track offensively. Here they come down the floor. 41-35 the score. Lucas Searcy. Here comes the lob. Milloway. One dribble. One shot. Good. Count it. And he's fouled. Drew the contact from the Indians. Big Jonathan Milloway did. And he'll go to the free throw line. Oak Ridge back up by 8. And a timeout is asked for by Aaron Green. 43-35 our score. We'll be back to Kingsport. Oak Ridge in the lead. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back once again to Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett High School. Oak Ridge by 8, 43-35, 2:47 to play third period. Winner plays the winner of Warren County and Siegel at the state tournament on Thursday, the 18th of March. Jonathan Milloway trying to complete a three-point play. Missed it. Rebound, Dobyns-Bennett. Down the floor with the basketball once again. Slowly walking the ball up the floor. Here they come. They can shoot the threes. The Wildcats need some stops on defense. Got to play hard. The Wildcats got Stafford Shanklin in foul trouble early as they go back door. Here's a steal by Oak Ridge. Milloway. Jeremy Miller. We might have a massive dunk. Jeremy's going to drive. He's going to turn. He's going to spin. He's going to shoot. He's going to score. Jeremy Miller. For the Wildcats, back up by 10. 45-35 the score. They tried to get the ball down low, but Big John got the steal. With the basketball comes Stump. Stump dribbles, drives, kicks it out. Free throw line jumper is up. Clang off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Jonathan Stewart. The Wildcats running. Jonathan, Kel Slater, dribbles to the paint, goes inside. Here comes Milloway for the shot. Good! And he's fouled. 2 minutes, 1 second to play, third quarter. Oak Ridge back up by 12. A 6-0 run for the Wildcats. Jonathan Milloway to the free throw line again. Trying to convert the three-point play. 2:01 to play third quarter. 47-35 the score. Milloway eyes it, guns it. No good. Rebound by Kingsport. Wildcats have got to hit the free throws. Jack Browder down the floor. Minute 56 to play, a 12-point Oak Ridge lead. 47-35 the score. Kingsport, Dobyns-Bennett with the basketball. They work the ball right side. Browder, top of the circle, gives it off to Allen. Allen looks down low, can't get the ball inside. Now drives to the left elbow, gives it over to Dennis. They back it up. 99 seconds to play third quarter. Little hand check. Here they're going to drive. In it goes number 34. Shot is blocked, but a foul called against Oak Ridge. Might go against Milloway, might go against Lucas. We'll see. Personal foul is going to go against Jonathan Milloway. And for Jonathan, that's his fourth. Wildcats are going to have to be a little bit more ball control oriented. Stafford's going to have to come back in the ballgame. That's a big loss. Minute 33 to play, third quarter. 47-35 the score. Dobyns-Bennett to the free throw line. Free throw, no good. Rims out. Substitutes coming back into the ballgame. They have substituted a great deal more than have the Wildcats. Dobyns-Bennett to the line, down 12. 47-35. Wildcats in foul trouble. He missed them both. Who's got the rebound? Big Lucas Searcy's got it. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. The lead is 12. 47-35 the score. Oak Ridge basketball. Here's Jeremy Miller. Looks down low. Jonathan was wide open. Couldn't get the ball to him. The Wildcats working time. They're in foul trouble. Jonathan Stewart, top of the circle. There's Kel. Kel the top. Got it out high there by Stump. Works the ball back out once again. Around it goes to Lucas. Thought about going into Miller. Did not. Gives it out to Kel. Wildcats working time. A minute 6 to play. Will Kel drive? Will he take his man to the hole? Will he give it to Stafford? Stafford's going to drive. Goes in for the left side to Jonathan. The Wildcats just working time. I love it. Wildcats in the lead by 12. Don't have to hurry with the foul trouble they're in right now. With Milloway on the bench with 4. Stafford's playing in the game with 4. Oak Ridge basketball. Lucas Searcy. Here it goes to Kel. 43 seconds to play. Oak Ridge by 12. 47-35 the score. Kingsport, Dobyns-Bennett trailing on their home floor in the sectional. Kel Slater around a screen by Lucas. Dribbles in. Kicks it out. Jonathan. There's Lucas. Top of the circle. I thought he was going to pull up and shoot it. Here it goes to Kel. Kel cannot penetrate. The Wildcats just working time. The Dobyns-Bennett fans getting a little bit anxious. Here comes Oak Ridge. They had a backdoor cut. They didn't take it. Here it goes to Lucas. 17 seconds to play. Oak Ridge in the lead. 47-35. Here it goes to Jeremy Miller. The Wildcats back to Stafford. To Kel. Will he take his man? He is. He's going to take it strong to the hole. No good. Kingsport on the rebound with 3. With 2. A mid-quarter on target. Oh, hits rim. But it doesn't drop. One more quarter of basketball here at Kingsport, Dobyns-Bennett. Oak Ridge on top, 47-35, and we'll be back in 60 seconds. David Clary back here along with Lee Wexler, Stewart Dorman, Christian Rosas Rodriguez. Wildcats in the lead by 12, 47-35, trying to get back to the state tournament. Down the floor with the basketball, Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett. A little bump there, almost a foul. Wildcats have extended their man-to-man. They go with the alley-oop. He missed the catch. Catches it on the baseline. Fires the pass out to the right side to Browder. Browder for three. Clang off the iron. No good. On the rebound, Jonathan Stewart. Here come the Wildcats down the floor. Oak Ridge by 12 with the ball. Oak Ridge comes out in the fourth quarter with Kel Slater. There's nearly a foul. Lucas Searcy, our leading scorer with 11. Jeremy Miller, Stafford Shanklin, Jonathan Stewart. 47-35, Oak Ridge by 12. Oak Ridge basketball, 7:21 and counting in the ball game. 47-35 the score. Oak Ridge with it. Kel Slater dribbles to his left. They extend the defense out. Here it goes to Lucas. No turnovers here. The Wildcats almost. Kel didn't catch it cleanly. Got to concentrate. Kel dribbles left. Back to Lucas it goes. We've played almost a minute. Wildcats in the lead, 47-35. Wildcats content to work time. Kel Slater with it over to Lucas Searcy. Lucas Searcy picked up defensively by Dennis. They work the ball to Jeremy Miller. Jeremy Miller's going to dribble. Jeremy Miller's going to drive. Shoot. Good! Jeremy Miller. And it's a 14-point Wildcat lead. 49-35 the score. 6:40 to play in the basketball game. Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett with the basketball. Allen throws the ball down low. They get a layup. It's good. They score inside with Dennis. Oak Ridge in a 12-point game, and Kingsport will call a timeout. Looking at the scoring at this point in the ball game, the Wildcats are led in scoring by both Jeremy Miller and Lucas Searcy, who have 7 points. Jonathan Milloway on the bench with 4 fouls. He's got 7. Jamison Updegraff has 6. Kel Slater 7. Jonathan Stewart with 2, and Stafford Shanklin has 5. Their leading scorer has been Brady Stump. He's got 10 points. Jayshawn Dennis has 8. And those are the top 2 scores. Oak Ridge led 17-10 after one quarter, 34-23 at the halfway mark, and 47-36 after 3 quarters. They had gotten the ball down, or lead down to 6, but the Wildcats have built it up to 12 once again. Lee Wexler?
Thanks, David. I have a few scores here in the fourth quarter. Bearden on top of Jefferson County, 47-24. And down in Cleveland, Blackman on top, 35-30. And a game we're going to keep our eye on as it begins is Warren County and Siegel. The winner of this game will play the winner of that game. Hopefully it's going to be the Wildcats. They've got to hold on here. They're looking good so far. I think they're going to get it done, David, but still got a lot of basketball to play.
Lots of basketball to be played. This team is too good on their home floor. Oak Ridge by 12, 49-37. Oak Ridge will be facing some pressure here. Wildcats, Jeremy Miller will work the ball in. In it comes Jonathan Stewart. Trapped. Gives it back out to Jeremy. Jeremy Miller across the way to Lucas Searcy. Searcy looks for Kel. Kel's got it. Kel goes into Stafford Shanklin. Lost the ball out of bounds. It'll be their basketball. Just couldn't handle it. That was a layup right there. And I know Coach Green is pondering, talking to his staff, when do we bring Milloway back in the ballgame? 6:18 to play. Here comes Dobyns-Bennett, moving right to left, 49-37. The Wildcats up by 12. Their basketball. Here it goes to Browder. Browder swings the ball to Allen, holds the ball, fires a 3 on its way. Good. 3-point shot. And it's a 9-point game. Oak Ridge down the floor. The Wildcats can't miss those easy shots like they did a moment ago. Kel with it across the line. Here it goes to Lucas Searcy. The Wildcats, Jeremy Miller. Jeremy drives right, fires it out to Searcy. There's Jonathan Stewart in the right corner. Jonathan thought about driving, kicks the ball to Kel. Around to Lucas, thought about a 3, will not take it. 5:42 to play. The Wildcats nearly turned the ball over. The Wildcats got to be more careful with the basketball. Here comes Kel dribbling in. Kel driving, finds Jonathan free. Wildcats by 9, 49-40, 5.5 minutes to play in the ballgame. Oak Ridge trying to win time, but it's precarious right now. Fouls are not an issue in terms of team fouls as Oak Ridge works it into Searcy in the corner. Wildcats, they had a layup if they got the ball to Jeremy. Lucas dribbles out to the left, harassed outside, needs some help, got to get it up, throws it over to Miller, and Coach Green calls the timeout to save possession. Wildcats do not look comfortable at all running time because they've extended out against the Wildcats here. and a timeout is asked for. Oak Ridge, the winner, as Lee said a moment ago, will play either Siegel or Warren County. And Lee, I didn't hear the score. They haven't started. They're in Central Time, obviously. We did get that Blackman-Cleveland score. That's Barry Wortman trying to get his team back to the state tournament, the former head coach of the Wildcats for 8 months. 49-40 Oak Ridge, trying to hold on, but I think you got to think about bringing in Jonathan Milloway back to the ballgame. I know he's got 4 fouls, but things have just been calmer when he's in there. Stafford Shanklin, 4 fouls, the Wildcats, and here comes Big John off the bench. He's going to come into the game. Oak Ridge by 9, 49-40. Oak Ridge has the basketball. They got to do a better job handling the basketball. Oak Ridge with it, side court. They'll try to work the ball in. No turnovers here. In comes to Kel Slater. Kel attacks the paint. There's the Wildcats for 3. It's no good. Rebound Stafford, a big board. Falls down because he's fouled. Stafford Shanklin is fouled. I think the Dobyns-Bennett fans probably wanted to travel there. He went up for it and got undercut. Could have very easily been a walk. Oak Ridge basketball, 5:05 to play in the ballgame. 49-40 the score. Jonathan Stewart worked the ball in. Got to hold on for 5 minutes. Milloway with it. Backdoor, Jeremy Miller, layup good. The Wildcats get the ball inside, but Jeremy got to play some defense now. Oak Ridge back by 11. 51-40 the score. Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett with the basketball. 4 minutes, 52 seconds to play in the game. Can't give up easy threes. With the basketball will come Gillespie. He shoots a 3. It's good. Just like that, back to an 8-point game. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Kell to Jeremy in the left corner. Jeremy, Jonathan Milloway. Will he turn? Will he spin? Will he shoot? He will. He missed it. Rebound, Kingsport. They have an opportunity to cut the lead even further. Down the floor they'll come, unable to shoot. They work the ball to the right. Wildcats need to stop on defense. Here they come inside. Layup, good, too easy. 6-point game. Wildcats down the floor. Kingsport throws the Wildcats, throw the ball, and a foul is called. Foul called against Gregory Allen. Wildcats unraveling just a bit. Got to get their offense here. 51-45, Oak Ridge by 6. They've led the entire way, but Dobyns-Bennett, as you knew they would, making a run, hitting some big shots. The Wildcats, the pressure a little bit more on them. As they'll substitute into the game, McKinley Tencher into the contest. Oak Ridge on top, 51-45. And it comes to Kel Slater. They attack him. He's double teamed. He works it out to Cersei. Back to Kel. They'll dribble in. He's going to drive. Get it into Jonathan Stewart for the shot. Good. Jonathan Stewart scores. Under 4 minutes to play. 3:59 to play. Got to get down the floor on defense. They shoot a 3 and they hit it. You got to play some defense. If you hit a shot, you got to get down the floor. It's a 5-point game. 53-48 the score. Oak Ridge in the lead. If they hit a shot, you got to get down and stop them. Oak Ridge basketball. 3:51 to play. Ball worked in. Kel Slater with it. Kel attacks the wall. Across the line, Jonathan Stewart drives in, holds it, fires it, turns it over. No, it's a timeout. Coach Green saved possession because the Wildcats had penetrated too far underneath the goal and they call a timeout. We'll take it with them. 53-48 Wildcats, back in 60 seconds. Welcome back to Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett High School. Oak Ridge, their lead was one time 14 or 15. It's now 5. 53-48, Jeremy Miller layup, good. Wildcats on a great inbounds play. Up the lead back to 7. Now they got to play some defense. 3:35 to play in the ball game. Dobyns-Bennett knocking down threes, getting themselves back in the game. Here's a steal by Jonathan Stewart. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. They don't need points. They just need to back it up. Here comes Oak Ridge. Kel Slater turning, spinning, kicks the ball back out to Stewart. Back to Jeremy Miller. 3:21 to play in the ball game. Oak Ridge by 7. 55-48 the score. Kel Slater gives it off to Jeremy Miller. Jeremy harassed outside, dribbles in, penetrates, he's fouled. Personal foul will go against Kingsport.
Yeah. And that will be Gregory Allen's third foul. He's been roughhousing Jeremy. He's been harassing Jeremy from the line all night long, Dave.
Oak Ridge basketball, 55-48 the score, 3:11 to play. Oak Ridge ball, in it goes the Millway, backdoor, Jeremy Miller layup, good. Jeremy has shown up at Kingsport. Dobyns-Bennett, and Oak Ridge leads again by 9. 57-48 the score. Gillespie free throw line jumper, it's good. What a game. Miller to Kel Slater. Here comes Oak Ridge down the floor. Kel's in trouble. Needs to call a timeout. Turns the ball over. They get a 3. It's open. It's no good. Out of bounds. Oak Ridge basketball. Yes, it is a good call. It is a good call. It was off the fingertips of Gregory Allen. 57-50. Call a timeout. Don't get yourself trapped in a corner. Jeremy Miller works the ball in. Here comes Lucas Searcy. Wildcat basketball. Wildcats almost throw the ball away. Yes, you've got to make a crisp pass. Their pressure causing Oak Ridge difficulty. 57-50 Oak Ridge. 2:39 to play in the ball game. Foul situation. They've committed 6. The next one will put us 1 in the bonus. Here's Jonathan Stewart coming down the floor. Coast to coast. Drives. Pulls up. Shoots. Good. All the way down the floor goes Jonathan Stewart. Back to a 9-point game. Play some defense, Cardinal and Gray. With the basketball, it goes. They shoot a 3. Clang. No good. What's the call? It's a foul. A foul, I believe, either against Jonathan Stewart or against Dennis. Who's it against? It's going to go against Jonathan. 2 minutes, 22 seconds to play in the ball game. 59-50 Wildcats. Dobyns-Bennett basketball underneath the goal. Trying to get an easy one. They lob it in. Pass. Deflected. Intercepted. Oh, they're going to call another foul. That'll be the 16th foul called against Oak Ridge. Hopefully not against number 21. 59-50. Oak Ridge by 9. 2 minutes, 21 seconds to play in the ball game. The winner to Murfreesboro. Dobyns-Bennett basketball. 16th foul. Next one, they're shooting free throws. Kingsport's Gregory Allen will work it in, but not before a timeout is asked for by Coach Aaron Green. We're on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com, Oak Ridge Schools Television, Channel 15. Back in 60 seconds. Welcome back once again to Kingsport. Dobyns-Bennett Indian basketballs. We start play once again. 2:20 to play in the ball game. 9-point Oak Ridge lead. 59-50 the score. Wig worked the ball in. They're going to drive to the free throw line. Throw it inside. Shot is up. Good. Foul called against Oak Ridge. Opportunity for a 3-point play. 59-52. The Wildcats trying to hold on for dear life here. The Wildcats are going to get Millway back in the ballgame. They're going to get their big guys in. Cannot commit fouls like that. Personal foul was against Lucas Searcy, his second. 7-point Oak Ridge lead. They can make it a 2-possession game with 2:11 to play in the ballgame. To the free throw line, Dobyns-Bennett. Trying to complete the three-point play. Toss, good. It'll be Oak Ridge basketball. Wildcats have not done well against this pressure. Trying to work time off the clock. Wildcats cannot turn the ball over. Jeremy Miller will work the ball in. Let's see if they go with a home run pass to Jonathan Stewart. It'll be dangerous. Jeremy fires it into Jonathan. Jonathan Trapp gives it off to Jeremy Miller. 6-point game. Jeremy in the rear court. Got to get the ball across the line. Here it goes to Jonathan Stewart. Over it goes to Lucas. Lucas throws the ball away. But then Milloway nearly steals it. Wildcats have got to be more careful. Here they come down the floor. Wide open three. No good. Oak Ridge on the rebound. Wow. Down the floor, Oak Ridge. Cale Slater across the midcourt line. 1:47 to play in the ball game. Oak Ridge on top by 6, and a reach-in foul is going to be called against McKinley Tencher. Wow. Wildcats struggling down the stretch here. The fight being taken to them by this Dobyns-Bennett team, the Region 1 champions. 59-53 the score. Cale Slater will go to the free throw line. Needs to knock down his free throws. He's, I believe, 1 of 2 from the line tonight. He's a 65% free throw shooter. 59-53, a 6-point game. The Wildcats, he needs to hit this first one for sure. Cale looks good. It wasn't pretty. Hit the rim, rattled around, back to a 7-point game. 1:43 to play in the ball game. 60-53 the score. Back to the free throw line, Cale Slater. Second toss. Missed it. Rebound Dobyns-Bennett. Got to play defense. Browder down the floor. 1:40 to play in the ball game. 7-point Oak Ridge lead. No easy threes. Guard, guard, guard. Their basketball. Dribbling outside. Here it goes out to Tencher. Tencher throws the ball almost away. Saved away by Dobyns-Bennett in the paint. Shot is on its way. No good. Foul called against Oak Ridge. Almost went in and would have been a 3-point play. It'll send Jack Browder, 6'4" junior, to the line. Oak Ridge in the lead. 1 minute, 24 seconds to play in the ball game. 60-53 the score. Browder gets 2. No good. He'll have another one, though. 60-53, a 7-point advantage for the Wildcats. Milloway back in the ball game. Jamison Updegraff, who had some big threes, out of the contest. Back to the free throw line. 60-53, 1:24 to play in somebody's season. To the free throw line, Jack Browder. One more time. Free throw. No good. Rebound to them. Shot blocked by Milloway. And the Wildcats, Cale Slater had it. Back to the top for 3. No good. Tip and rebound. What's the call? Might be a foul against Lucas. Trying to get the rebound. That's not a foul. You don't call that. It's going to go against Lucas Searcy, though. 1:14 to play. Lucas picks up his third. You just don't call that. They were going for the rebound, and then Lucas got knocked down to the ground. 60-53, Oak Ridge by 7. 1:14 to play. Back to the line, Dobyns-Bennett. One in the bonus. Here's the one. He'll get the bonus. I think Oak Ridge thought it was an M1 situation. Back to the free throw line they go. 6-point game, 60-54, 1:14 to play. Browder to the line. Looks at the toss. Guns it up there. No good. Rebound, Oak Ridge. Jonathan Stahl, he lost the ball. He had the rebound. They get a layup. Here it is. Good. And we have got a 4-point game. Oak Ridge should have had that ball. Jonathan Stewart just couldn't hold it. 1:05 to play. A 2-possession ball game. Timeout is asked for. 60-56. Oak Ridge not really looking too comfortable down the stretch here. The Indians trying to steal one away after the Wildcats have led the entire way. 60-56. The winner goes to Murfreesboro. Free throws will be crucial. The Wildcats have committed 19 fouls, so they'll be on the double bonus from here on out. Dobyns-Bennett has committed 7. If they don't get a steal initially, they'll probably try to send Oak Ridge to the line. The Wildcats only up by 4. Wildcats have had every opportunity to salt this one away here, but Dobyns-Bennett, give them all the credit in the world. They have played good basketball down the stretch, and Oak Ridge has really not liked their pressure. 60-56 Oak Ridge. Once again, Oak Ridge will get the basketball. 1:05 to play in somebody's season. It's going to come down to free throw shooting, as it always does. The Wildcats will try to work the ball in. Oak Ridge has not done great work against their pressure, as Oak Ridge is going to spread it out once again. Jeremy's going to work it in. In it comes to Kel Slater. In the rear court, trapped. Got to get out of it. Here goes to Jeremy Miller. Miller to Lucas Searcy. To Jonathan Stewart. Layup. Good. Big play. Big play. Got to play defense now. Get back on defense. Down the floor will come Dobyns-Bennett. Down to 50 seconds to play. Dribbling outside the line. Jonathan steals it. Oak Ridge basketball. Milloway's got it to Kel Slater. What a big steal by Jonathan Stewart. 42.8 seconds to play. Oak Ridge by 6. 62-56. To the free throw line, Kel Slater. What has Kel done tonight? Kel Slater goes to the free throw line. He's 8. He's 2 of 4 from the free throw line. 62-56 to score. 42.8 seconds to play. Oak Ridge, 42 seconds to play. Kel, Mister, knock it down. He does. Free throw is good. Kel Slater. Oak Ridge back by 7. Some of the Dobyns-Bennett faithful heading out of the gym for whatever reason. That's crazy. 42.8 seconds to play. Kel Slater, second toss. You know what he did. He drops it in. 64-56. It's an 8-point game. Dobyns-Bennett down the floor. 39 seconds to play. No easy threes here. Guard him. They're going to drive. He stoops. He puts it up there. No good. Rebound. Jamison up the graft, and he is fouled. Our leading free throw shooter on the season about to go to the free throw line. I probably just jinxed him, Stewart Norman. 64-56. It'll be Jamison up the graft. We'll have player interviews. We'll have Coach Green. We'll have the postgame show if Stewart can get the stats right as Jamison goes to the free throw line. Big pressure on the junior. The righty puts it up there. No good. A rare miss for him. 29 seconds to play. Here comes the Indians. Blocked by Lucas. Saved by the Indians. Layup. Good. 21 seconds to play. 19 seconds to play. Here comes Jamison up the graph down the floor. Jamison coast to coast. Jonathan Stewart nearly lost the ball. Dribbling out of trouble. In trouble. Fires it out to Miller. The Wildcats down to 8 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, Oak Ridge is up by 6. 7.8 seconds to play. The Oak Ridge stands, sensing victory here. A lot of basketball. 7.8 seconds to play. Oak Ridge by 6. 64-58. Lucas Searcy to the free throw line for the Wildcats. A 58% free throw shooter. No good. Wildcats not hitting their free throws. This one will do it. If Lucas can hit this shot, this bad boy is heading to Murfreesboro and the state tournament. Lucas Searcy, 64-58 the score. He did it. 7-point advantage. And for the first time tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the Oak Ridge Wildcats, I believe, will be headed to the state basketball tournament in 7.8 seconds, leading 65-58. The Oak Ridge fans are on their feet. Here comes Dobyns-Bennett for the final trip down the floor. The Wildcats will not even attempt it. Final score, Oak Ridge wins. Oak Ridge is headed to the state basketball tournament. They have defeated the Dobyns-Bennett Indians 65-61. Oak Ridge, back-to-back years, have come on the road to Upper East Tennessee and have knocked out the powerhouse programs of Johnson City, Science Hill, and the Oak Ridge Wildcats beating Dobyns-Bennett here tonight, 65-61. 8 consecutive wins over the Dobyns-Bennett Indians. The Wildcats win it 65-61. They are one of the final 8 teams in the state of Tennessee. Oak Ridge headed to the state tournament. the 23rd trip for the Wildcats. The Wildcats are still down on the floor. We'll have the postgame coming up for you here in a moment. 65-61, the final score. We have been glad to bring you the broadcast here on FM 92.7, FM 94.7, prepradio.com. The Wildcats posing for pictures at the center of the floor. Oak Ridge beats Dobyns-Bennett again. 8 straight times Oak Ridge has beaten the Indians in basketball, the winningest program in the nation. The Wildcats are now have won 20 games. Look at that picture down there. Lee, you've got some scores.
I do have some scores, David. A couple final scores, actually. Bearden defeats Jefferson County 63-38. Bearden is on their way to Murfreesboro as well. Cleveland defeats Blackman 46-43. So former Oak Ridge coach Barry Wortman's Blackman Blaze have gone down. Cleveland, who only beat Cookeville by a point in the first round, is headed to Murfreesboro. And then the Siegel-Warren County game, which Oak Ridge will play the winner of Thursday, March 18th at 7 o'clock. That game, the score we have so far is Siegel on top, 19-14. Franklin and Clarksville have begun playing. That game is Franklin 10, Clarksville 6. Cane Ridge is on top of Beach, 12-10. And the West Tennessee games out in Memphis, we don't have scores yet for those, but we're going to keep an eye on the Siegel and Warren County game. And, Siegel, I think, is the favorite to win that game. And if we had to guess, that's who the Wildcats would play. That game's going to be on Thursday, March 18th. And if there is a year to play a Murfreesboro team, it would be this year, because I seriously doubt, I haven't looked at all the restrictions yet, but I wouldn't think Siegel would fill that place up like you think they would. But we're still going to keep an eye on that. The main thing is Oak Ridge is going to the state tournament. And, I mean, they made it last year, but, unfortunately they weren't able to play because that's when really the COVID shutdown really began. And but I think they're going to get to play this time. They're not going to get to play for another 10 days as the women's tournament will begin, I believe, this Wednesday. And again, I'll run down a few more the scores here. Bearden did defeat Jefferson County 63-38. Cleveland defeated Blackman 46-43. And Siegel is on top of Warren County currently, 19-14. And it looks like the Wildcats, they had a little trophy presentation. It wasn't for long because they did have to clear the court, I guess maybe for COVID reasons. But a decent crowd here tonight as Oak Ridge was successful. They turned the scoreboard off here, but Oak Ridge was successful, 65-61. Dobyns-Bennett hit a three there in the last second or two. But, Oak Ridge fans have to be excited with their basketball team as they're headed to Murfreesboro. And I'm going to run down a few stats here. I'm going to run down the final stats here, actually. Scoring summaries for Oak Ridge: Stafford Shanklin with 5, Jonathan Stewart with 8, Keld Slater with 10, Jamison Updegraff with 6, Lucas Searcy with 12, Jonathan Milloway with 7, Jeremy Miller with 17. And for Dobyns-Bennett, McKinley Tincher with 7, Jonathan Gillespie with 15, Jack Browder with 8, Brady Stump with 13, Gregory Allen 5, Malachi Hale 3, and Jason Dennis 10. Stafford Shanklin totaled 4 fouls, Jonathan Stewart with 2, Keld Slater 1 foul, Lucas Searcy 3 fouls, Jonathan Milloway 4 fouls. Jonathan Milloway got into some foul trouble early, but was able to keep it under 5, and Jeremy Miller only 1 foul. For Dobyns-Bennett, 3 fouls for McKinley Tincher, 1 foul for Jonathan Gillespie, 2 for Jack Browder, 1 for Brady Stump, 4 for Gregory Allen, 2 for Malachi Hale, and 1 for Jason Dennis, as Wildcats are successful 65-61 here at the Buck Van Huss Dome here at Dobyns-Bennett. David?
Thanks a lot, Lee. I'm going to go down on the floor and get some player interviews here in a bit. Let's take a break. We're going to send it back to our engineer back at the station, who just so happens to be Brian Bennett. Oak Ridge wins it 65-61. We will be back, hopefully with player interviews in 3 minutes.
Ready when you are, Dave. Go ahead and get the old man here. Get here.
Welcome back once again to Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett, the Buck Van Huss Dome. And joining me is, we're going to talk to a lot of people here. Joining me is Danny Green. He is obviously assistant coach of the Wildcats. Coach, first off, congratulations. Back to the Murfreesboro we go. Didn't get a chance to go last year, but heading back this year.
I'm so grateful to the seniors who are going to get to go back who didn't get to go last year. And it's going to be, a fabulous trip. And I'm just excited for the kids. They've worked hard for it.
Coach, tell me what the game plan was tonight against this team.
We knew all the sets and everything. We worked hard on when to switch and when not to switch. We fronted their post and tried to take certain people out of the game, and they worked definitely the first half. They made some pretty good threes the last half, way out. That we still contested, but just didn't, do a great job.
Coach, congratulations. I'm going to talk to some of the players, and maybe that son of yours, too.
Maybe so. He does a great job. I'm so proud of him.
That's Danny Green. He's assistant coach of the Wildcats. Let me talk to Jeremy Miller here real quick. Okay, let's get here. Jeremy, first off, how's it feel? You're going to the state. We talked about this last year in Johnson City, but how's it feel?
Yeah, it's amazing. It's indescribable. It's the best feeling I've ever had, just to know that we've worked so hard for this one goal and to finally get to it as a team. And, these guys are my brothers, so just to be able to do it with them is just great. And to be able to see all the guys that I've seen play since their freshman year, like Lucas and Kellen, and just step up in big moments like this when we need them. And, like in our little huddle before we went out there on the court, we were just talking about how we had each other's backs no matter what went down. So, it's definitely the best feeling I've ever had, and I'm just super proud of this team.
I think you had 17 points. You really stepped up. You look like you were a man on a mission tonight.
Yeah, that's a long drive to come up here and lose. So we focused the last 2 days in preparation and then just came out here and handled business. So,
Jeremy, thanks a lot. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Let me get Lucas Searcy over here. Lucas, some big threes. I thought you played really well tonight. What was it like for you, and what's your feeling heading back to Murfreesboro?
I'm just super excited. We got it taken from us last year, so it's good to prove that we can come right back and do it again.
You played a lot of minutes here tonight. Obviously, you played extremely well. What was the game plan coming into this game?
Just to really D them up at their own court. Can't let them get hot. You can't let them get going. D them up and rebound the ball. Those are the main things for us today.
You seemed very comfortable out there shooting the ball, as did Jamison. He hit some big threes. I would think the shooting sight lines would not be easy to do. Were they? Are they hard?
I like to shoot anywhere. I love shooting the ball, but it was a little bit different. But get used to it.
So you're heading off to Murfreesboro to play either Siegel or Warren County. I guess it doesn't really matter who.
Right. It doesn't matter. Hopefully it's Siegel. Get to play the old head coach over here, or old teammate coach, whatever it is.
Lucas, go celebrate with your teammates. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
That is Lucas Searcy. Let's get, let's see who we can get here. How about Coach Aaron Green? I'll try to get some others here in a second. Coach, if you're ready to talk to me, I'll talk here. We're going to face we can do it right here. Okay. Coach Aaron Green joins us here. Coach, first off, congratulations. I remember about a year ago we were at Science Hill doing this exact same thing, and we thought we were headed to Murfreesboro. Didn't get a chance. I'm so proud of your guys. I know you are.
Well, that's I guess the nerves I had coming up here and just prepping for this game was the pressure to try to get for these seniors to get back. And as you know, Dave, you've been doing this a long time. It's really hard to get to Murfreesboro. I mean, it's really, really, really hard. And to make it last year and have it, just robbed from you, it's tough. Unfortunately, we had a lot of guys coming back, and I know going in the year, there's no guarantee that you're just going to show up and make it back. I mean, there's a lot of things got to happen. You got to play. I mean, this is one of the. I've had some good groups, but this is a really good group of kids. And I'm just really proud for the seniors because, having that last year, and then we talked about it. I think, who was it? I guess it was Marable, that lost, and just that feeling. They made it last year and didn't get to go. So just blessed and thankful for that opportunity. And just really proud of our guys. I mean, our guys played well tonight. We didn't play perfect, but they played with guts. They played tough. We fought through some adversity. I get to practice on Saturday. I didn't even tell you this. Stafford couldn't even put pressure on his heel. Didn't even know if he didn't practice the last 2 days. Stafford didn't. Kale turns his ankle, start the game. Jeremy's going into halftime to throw up or whatever he was doing. I mean, it was one thing after another. But they found a way, and I think that's a good team we beat. They're the best team up here by far. They beat Greenville by 12. Use a common opponent. Yeah. And it was going to be tough here. They're young, but we beat a heck of a team on the road. And I'm telling you, David, these road wins in the sectional are really hard. And I showed them something today on our scouting. The last part of our edit was our last 3 road sectional wins. Was here in 2014 on this floor with John Ferguson was in there. Showed him the final play of that one at Science Hill. They missed a 3 in the corner at the buzzer. And then last year at Science Hill. And, so just that feeling of winning on the road is a good one. And, you're obviously got an opportunity to go to Murfreesboro and play, which is a very, very special place to me. And I'm just happy for these seniors and our team.
You're getting a chance to play either Siegel or Warren County. My guess, Siegel. Warren County and one thing, Coach Warman's team's not going. They got beat tonight by Cleveland, so Cleveland's going to be going. But it was pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, and Dyron and I talk. I'm anticipating Siegel win a game. We'll go ahead and trade our last 5 or 6 games, and I'm sure we'll have some fun over the next week and a half. Prepping. It's good, but it's bad. The good thing is we're both there, very, very proud. We're assuming they won. I mean, I don't know that, but let's assume they won. But if they get there, just be Dyron's first trip. And he started with me, just out of coaching, was with me at UT with Coach Pearl. And he's done a great job, and they've got a really good team. Obviously, when you get there, you do. So we'll see. We'll worry about that once the time comes. But it'll be an interesting week and a half playing your old assistant coach. I don't know. I've played old assistants before, but I've never played them at the state tournament without on the line. So it'll be interesting.
Coach, congratulations. I'll let you go here. Just your final comments in the win tonight over Dobyns-Bennett.
Well, I'm disappointed we couldn't watch it on our own YouTube channel. Shame on you, Dobyns-Bennett, but I'm sure you made a great call, and I'm sure a lot of people got to watch it probably on theirs. But here, I don't know what the restrictions are at the state tournament yet. I will find out. But let's get as many Oak Ridgers in there, whatever they allow. I don't know what that is. There may not be many. If it's 600, let's get 600. If it's 2,000, let's get 2,000. Oak Ridgers there's next week to support this team.
Coach, thanks a lot. And we will show the replay of the game as soon as I get up there. I paid them $250 for the replay. You're exactly right. So, Coach, congratulations.
Your money's worth. All right, we're coming home, Oak Ridge, and we're going to go after it in Murfreesboro.
Can I get Jonathan real quick here?
Stewart.
Or Milloway, either one.
Milloway.
We'll get Jonathan Stewart here first. We'll get both of these guys here. Jonathan Stewart, you're going back to the state. You went to play for a state championship in football, and now you're getting an opportunity to play for a state championship in basketball. Your thoughts on this big win?
It's a great win. We came back, bounced back from Bearden loss. Basically did the same thing we did last year. Had to come on the road, win a tough game to get to the state championship, and we did it again, so we going back.
What is it about you guys having to come on the road to win these things? Because it makes it very nerve-wracking to come up here. Last year, you lost to Maryville, had to come up to Science Hill, blew them out. This was a little different kind of a ballgame, a little bit more nerve-wracking.
It's just a test for us. We got all them home games we got in early in the season. We've been home since district and region. So being on the road, it tests our playing time and seeing how the atmosphere changes our style of playing.
As senior guys, I mean, you're getting a chance. This is it for you. So, I mean, what's it going to take to win a state championship?
The same energy we brought tonight, the same intensity, same defense, just playing together, building a wall, and doing what Coach Greg tells us to do.
Thanks a lot, Jonathan. I'm going to talk to Jonathan Milloway. Big Jonathan Milloway here. Jonathan. What's that?
Felt like I was posting up just then when he smacked me.
Oh, congratulations first on the win. Talk about this game.
Yeah, we did it last year. Jonathan basically said it like we had a bunch of home games, and trust me, we love home games, but we love coming up on the road with the student section. The opposing fans, we love it. We feed off of the crowd. Like he said, we played good defense. We had the intensity up the whole game. We need that for the rest of the state tournament. I think we need to clean it up a little bit on offense. We have too many turnovers, especially the last game. We cleaned it up a little bit tonight, but I still think that we got a little bit more to do on that end. And we just got to listen to Coach Green.
Have you ever played in this gym before?
I have not. It was pregame, laying in the middle of the floor, just staring at the ceiling.
Isn't it one of the coolest looking places?
Yeah, it is.
Well, talk about you're going to play Siegel probably. We don't know. They don't have a final there. What's it going to be like to walk into the Murphy Center for the first time for you as a Wildcat to walk in the Murphy Center and get a chance to play for a state championship?
It's going to be great because we really wanted it last year, and obviously with the whole COVID thing we didn't get to. And we really wanted it this year just to make up for last year. I think it's going to be awesome. For the past 3 or 4 days, Coach Green has put up a picture of a packed Murfreesboro gym at the end of our film sessions, reminding us of what we gotta work for and what we're gonna get to.
Jonathan, thanks a lot. Congratulations. We'll see you in Murfreesboro.
Thank you so much.
Grab Kel for me real quick. Haven't talked to Kel Slater. Yeah, let's get Kel over here. Kel Slater. Kel, what a game here. What'd you do to your ankle there?
In the first half, we ran up at a Jeremy, and then his man didn't move, and I rolled my ankle over his foot.
Yeah, I was a little bit concerned when you came out of the ballgame. I thought, well, especially part of the game plan was to pressure him, and we needed you to do that. Are you still in pain there, or are you not even worried about it now?
Yeah, I'm still in pain. I'm going to get treatment in these couple of days we off.
Talk about this ball game and the win. What did you all do to win this ball game?
Defended, fight together. And then we was going into the game as we had to pressure them. They haven't seen pressure all season. So, yeah, that's what most likely.
What about this gym? Have you ever played in this gym before? It's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a big gym. I've never played in there.
Yeah, the ceiling is what kind of makes it special. Talk about your role on the team here and what it's going to be like, because you're a junior. Most of these guys are seniors. You're the lone little junior out there. So was it more special to get these guys to the state tournament again?
Yeah, I've been playing with these guys pretty much since middle school. So, yeah.
What about the crowd here tonight? We didn't have a whole lot of people here, unfortunately, but you kind of took their crowd out of it.
Yeah, even though it wasn't a lot of Oak Ridge fans, there was a lot of Dobyns-Bennett fans, but I like playing against anybody's fans.
Kel, next year, why don't we win the region so we don't have to go on the road?
Exactly.
Kel Slater, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Let's get Jameson over here real quick. Let's get Jameson up. Going to get Jameson Updegraft over here. Jameson, big three, a couple big threes in the ball game. Were you nervous at all?
That first one was a little nerve-wracking, but then it was nothing but net. And the second one, my coach told me not to shoot it, but I was wide open, so I was like, I might as well go for it.
What's it like knowing that the seniors, obviously, the bulk of the team are going to get a chance to play actually at the state tournament?
Yeah, it's amazing. We got kind of screwed over last year with COVID, obviously, but it feels great to be back to where we were, and we're definitely going to go a lot farther.
Were you a little nervous here down the stretch of this ball game because you were leading by double digits until the very end, and then just kind of slipped away a little bit?
Yeah, those some dumb turnovers. Definitely, obviously, some missed free throws. But yeah, it was a little close to the end, but we got the job done.
Jamison, thanks a lot, and good luck at the state tournament.
Thank you.
Caden, come on over here. I'll talk to you here. Caden Updegraff. Caden, you didn't get in the ball game, but you were part of the team. What's it like knowing that you're going to the state tournament?
Oh, it's great. I mean, just going back-to-back, it's a rare thing, and not many programs get the chance to do it. And coming from Columbus High School, who went 0-23, to be a back-to-back state tournament team, it's amazing. It's the best feeling in the world. So.
What's it like playing in this gym?
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a gym this big, but it just is incredible, really. So. You
had to come on the road and win last year. I know you were probably with baseball. We had to go to Science Hill. This is the best team up here. What's it like knowing that you are going to the state and being one of the final 8?
Yeah, I think it just sends a message to the rest of the teams that, we went out on the road and we got the dub, and we're going to do what we have to do to keep progressing in the state tournament, and I definitely think we're going to do that. So.
And thanks a lot. If you'll get Stafford for me.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's get Stafford Shanklin over here. He's the last guy that I haven't spoken to, and I don't know exactly where he is, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to him whenever I can find him. I hate to take a break here, but the Wildcats have won this game 65-61. That was the final score. The Wildcats victorious, headed back to the state tournament. Qualified last year for the second consecutive year, but unable to go, as we all know, because of COVID. I want to get Stafford Shanklin on before we go off the air. I don't even really see him out on the floor here, so why don't we, I hesitate to take a break here. I want to get him on here, but, and this is bad radio, so why don't we take a quick break? I'm going to take a break. We'll be back to talk to Stafford. No, here comes Stafford. Here he is. We'll hold it right here. Get Stafford over here. Hopefully he's feeling okay. I know he was having some heel issues, and get a chance to talk to Stafford here. Stafford, where are you hiding from me?
I had to go back to the locker room and celebrate with the boys.
Two cameras here. Let's talk about it. What was wrong with your heel coming into tonight's game?
I bruised it in the last game in about the first quarter, but I didn't really show it too much. And it didn't start hurting until I took my shoe off after the game, but I've been just taking it easy. I haven't practiced the last 2 practices, but I've been watching and studying and watching a lot of film, but it's feeling really good now. The trainer put a little pad on my heel, and so I'm good. I'm good now.
You had a big 3, had some shots, but you got into foul trouble. I know it probably was nerve-wracking for you to have to sit and watch a lot of the game from the bench.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I wasn't too worked up about it because I knew they were going to go out and handle business, so I was just happy to be on the bench and get hyped for them.
So you're going back to the state tournament. Didn't get a chance to go last year. I know as a senior, this is your last chance. What's the feeling getting ready to go to the state tournament?
It's great. We're gonna definitely prepare harder than we've ever prepared, and I can't wait to get there.
Stafford, I haven't talked to you on the radio in a while, not since, so well, anyway. Your second year into the program, we talked about on the TV how much more comfortable you are. This whole team, they're your brothers, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, family, everybody. The coaching staff, family. Really, the coaches, Daddy Green and Mama Green, everybody. It's like family.
Stafford, what's it going to take to win a state championship?
Defense and rebounding. Defensive rebounding.
Are you going to get some more? Are you going to take some time off here? Because you don't have to play until a week from Thursday.
I feel pretty good. I'll definitely be in the gym getting shots up and probably take it a little light tomorrow, but I'm ready to go. So I'm ready for the tournament.
Stafford, thanks a lot and good luck.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Stafford Shanklin, I believe I have spoken to all the Wildcats here except Darren Osborne. I don't think that Darren's going to come over here. Let's walk over here. Darren, let's see if Darren will come over here and talk to me. He's the only one I haven't spoken to. And Flip, come on. I know, Darren, you didn't get a chance to play here, but you're a junior. What's it going to be like to go to the state tournament?
It's going to be an interesting experience. It's going to be fun. I went to the state game for football, so it's going to be a fun time.
Yeah. Were you nervous sitting there on the bench? They're at the end of the ball game. Let me get both cameras going. It was a little nerve-wracking. Were you all nervous at all?
No, I believe in my team, and I believe that we was going to win.
Flip Thompson is with us here. Flip, what's it going to be like going to the state tournament?
Good. We should have went last year, but COVID got in the way. So
a little bit better, a little closer ball game this year than it was last year. At Science Hill, a good team, but Dobyns-Bennett, I think, a little bit better.
Yeah, they were hitting more shots towards the end and making it closer. So
let me ask you both about this. Had either one of you played in this gym before?
No.
What do y'all think of this gym? Here's Aaron first.
I think it's nice. I like it. I like the dome. Can have great fans, great attendance. It's nice.
Guys, what's it going to take to win a state championship? I'll ask both of you.
All of us just like helping each other out, playing together, stay focused.
Flip, I appreciate it, Darren.
Staying focused on the goal. Everybody working hard in practice every day on the mission.
Good luck. Looks like you all about to head on here. Congratulations. We'll see you in Murfreesboro. That is Darren Osborne and Flip Thompson. We're going to take a break here. We're going to send it back to our engineer, Brian Bennett of the station. We'll be back to wrap it up following this 3-minute timeout. Scores and
okay. What about you? Any Memphis scores or
whatever you got? Just
well, I've got it all.
Okay, just do the any of the AAA winners.
Yeah, I'll do some West Coast scores.
Thanks for doing that, Christian. Thanks for doing that. My mom sent me this. The Dobyns-Bennett announcer.
How'd she get that? Oh, she's here.
And she's watching on TV. Yeah.
Our friends over at Fulton gave up 92.
We get on TV back home.
No, they lost to Greenville 92-67.
Wait, that dude was it a stream or was it on TV?
It was streaming. Eight.
What's that?
30 seconds.
No, it's actually there's a little. Let's go back to the
Okay. I'll run down scores first and stats. So your timer 3:02.
Yes. Yes.
Welcome back once again to Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett High School. Just moments away from us getting in the van and heading back to the Ridge and headed to the state tournament. 65-61 the final score. Lee, you've got some scores and the scoring summary as we get ready to close it out.
Thanks, David. I got a few final scores and some current scores around the state for AAA basketball. As we've mentioned several times, Oak Ridge victorious tonight here at Dobyns-Bennett, 65-61. Bearden defeats Jefferson County to move on to state, 63-38. Former Oak Ridge coach Barry Wortman's Blackman Blaze fell to Cleveland 46-43. Cleveland will move on to Murfreesboro. Siegel on top of Warren County 31-26. Oak Ridge will play the winner of that game, so Siegel up by 5 at half. Clarksville and Franklin tied at 26. Beach and Cane Ridge also tied at 24. That game, both those games are at halftime. Also at halftime, Collierville and Arlington tied at 28, and Bartlett on top of Houston 29-25. As we mentioned, the Oak Ridge Wildcats will take on the winner of Siegel and Warren County at MTSU Thursday, March 18th at 7 o'clock Central Time at the Glass House. Now let's go over some scoring for Oak Ridge. Total points: Stafford Shanklin 5, Jonathan Stewart 8, Kel Slater 10, Jamison Updegraft 6, Lucas Searcy 12, Jonathan Milloway 7, and Jeremy Miller 17. For Dobyns-Bennett, McKinley Tincher 7, Jonathan Gillespie 15, Jack Browder 8, Brady Stump 13, Gregory Allen 5, Malachi Hale 3, and Jason Dennis 10. Now our fouls: Stafford Shanklin totaled 4 fouls, Jonathan Stewart 2, and Kel Slater 1 foul. Lucas Searcy 3 fouls. Jonathan Milloway had 4 fouls. Was in foul trouble for a lot of the game, but luckily was able to stay under 5. And Jeremy Miller had 1 foul. McKinley Tincher had 3 for Dobyns-Bennett. Jonathan Gillespie 1, Jack Browder 2 fouls, Brady Stump 1, Gregory Allen 4, Malachi Hale 2, and Jason Dennis 1 foul. David?
Thanks a lot, Lee. That about does it here. The Wildcats will be playing in the state tournament Thursday, March the 18th. And that game will be the 8 o'clock Eastern ball game, 7 o'clock Central Time, as Lee said, against either Siegel or Warren County. What was the score of that?
Well, the latest score we saw at halftime, Siegel 31, Warren County 26. Close game there in Murfreesboro.
A little closer than I thought it was. That about does it. We appreciate you listening to our broadcast. Here in a few moments, we are going to put our stream on YouTube where you can watch our broadcast of the ball game. We paid them $250. We're going to get our money's worth here. We appreciate our camera personnel. Christian Rosas Rodriguez down on the floor, along with Lee Wexler working the scoreboard here, along with Stewart Dorman. Brian Leffler is up here with us. He's the trainer of the Wildcats. We appreciate him. Brian Bennett at the session. Our next broadcast of Oak Ridge High School basketball will be from the Murphy Center on the 18th of March as the Wildcats either take on Siegel or Warren County. The Wildcats winners 65-61, the 8th consecutive win over Kingsport Dobyns-Bennett since 2010. That about does it. We're going to send it off now. 65-61 the final score. So long, everybody.